Welcome back to my channel, Misaki Sensei Diary. Today I will share a class I taught at a high school here in Finland. It was about cultural appreciation. We had a great time exchanging thoughts about Finnish and Japanese culture. It was so interesting to see how curious and engaged the students were. Ever wondered how Finnish high school students think about culture? Stick around and check it out.
So again, こんにちは. I would like to discuss similarities and differences between Japan and Finland. So what do you think are the similarities? Okay, so this is a discussion, so maybe you can talk with your friends around you. Any idea?
You have to take shoes off when you
Oh yes, that's true. I love this culture, yeah? She says something so true. In both countries, we have to take off our shoes. Right. This is actually what I like about Finland. House doesn't get dirty, you know. What do you think?
I cannot figure it.
Maybe you were in Japan, so maybe something you had.
Yeah. There's good public transportation, like in Finland.
True. That gave me a good opinion. Transportation in Japan is very punctual. It comes on time. Not before, not after, on time. Just on time. You can maybe look at the clock and boom. Like that, yeah, very punctual. Maybe in Finland as well, even when it snows, it comes relatively punctually. Yeah, this is one thing. Actually, he has a question.
Japanese people more social and willing to, for example, help or talk to, let's say, foreigners or their own people. Because usually here, to foreigners or other people, Finnish people tend to be more shy.
Good question. Actually, my answer is we are rather quiet. But when we are asked for help, we are quite open and friendly. So when we are asked, then we have to do it, then we do. Maybe we are not so social. Yeah, this is, I think, the similarities we have.
They say that both Finnish people and Japanese people like fish.
Fish, yeah, we do. Exactly. Both of us like fish, exactly. We like sushi, as you know, yes. And you have salmon, which is so good. Exactly. Yeah, we have a lot of similarities. So what I came up with was maybe forest. As I mentioned in the quiz, the percentage of forests are quite high in both countries. Or the size, actually maybe almost the same. Or sauna culture, I feel kind of same, to warm up our body, when we go to sauna or onsen. Or character, we are rather quiet. Then, what do you think are the differences we have? Alphabet. Yeah, exactly. This is very different. And I would say this is different, ours is different from any other country. Yeah, this is difference. Another good answer.
Okay, he said food. That's
food.
Sure. Usually they eat potatoes, for example, with fish or
yeah.
For example, in school food, if they serve us meatballs, sometimes mashed potatoes, but mostly their own preferences is just normal potatoes.
Everything comes with potatoes, whatever the shape is.
Yeah. Also, a fun difference is probably the vending machines.
Vending machine?
Yes.
Okay, have you been to Japan?
No, I haven't.
Okay.
But I've seen them. I've watched videos
Right.
of people visiting Japan. So I know there's some differences. That is in
Yeah.
Japanese vending machines can be more kind of higher,
Right.
better. Maybe even have artificial, AI in it.
Yeah.
It can cook your food or anything, or they can sell other things in the vending machines. Some places do have vending machines, but they just sell normal drinks.
Yeah.
Or just snacks. That's it.
Oh yeah.
But in Japan, it's more a different thing.
Yeah. Do you want to say something?
Population density.
Population density, that's a good one. Yeah. You have more space for yourself. If you have ever watched a trip from Tokyo in subway, which is crazy. If you go to Tokyo, any subway station in the morning, it is a war, literally war, station staff pushes people back and they are crammed in the one very small train and they have to go to work. You want to say something?
What about the religion?
Good thing, yeah. Religion. What is your national religion? Christianity, right? But what we have is, actually I searched on the internet, but it said that we don't have national religion, actually. Like maybe the biggest religion in Japan is Buddhist, but the reality is that they have a altar, the statue in the house for ancestors, but they don't believe in it. They just have it. This is just a ritual or a traditional thing. So yeah, this is one of the differences. And also, as I'm showing you, working culture. One of the most serious problems in Japan is overworking. I was working as a teacher in one of the most severe situations. So I come to work at 7:30 and I go off from work at 8 p.m. At the average, it was 7:30 because I had to be there for the club activity. Yeah, how about your parents? Our economics were growing drastically. And also relationship. When I talk with Timoshi sensei in Japanese, I would say Timoshi sensei. But when I talk in English with him, I would say Timothy. So in Japanese or in Japanese culture, we respect somebody older. What is the relationship here? How do you call him? Tim.
Yeah, we have respect for our teachers,
Yeah.
elders, but we don't have a word for it. So
Yeah.
we just show it with action.
Exactly, yeah. You have a more flat relationship. What I wanted to tell you was something natural for you is something you can appreciate. Maybe for me, I really noticed that, this point of Japan was good. For example, when I go to a cafe in Finland, I sometimes feel kind of disappointed at how dirty the table is because Japan has a cleaning culture. After school, students clean room by themselves. Do you have it? So our street, our restaurant, our cafes are so clean. I would say that. I'm in Finland. Now I can say that I'm proud of it. So maybe we can learn from the differences, similarities. It is so good to go to other countries, other cultures to experience and appreciate your own culture. Oh yeah.
Is it true that in Japan there's no trash cans and you have to hold your own trash until you make it to the...
I'd say there's not many, but we can't find it on the street. But sometimes there is some trash cans in the train station, but of course not on the train like yours. So not many trash cans, but still so clean.
The time is finished, so first of all, thank you once again, Misaki.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Tim. Thank you, Tim.